Betty,
Okay.
this class is being recorded for Hasa and for Gabo. If they come, okay, but I'm really worried about them. Now, let's continue. We are here. Let me, do you accept recording this class, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now let me share the screen right here. We're, remember that we were here last Thursday, and we were
Yes.
to continue this last Friday. But what is the day today? Today is,
Today is Friday.
no, it's not Friday.
No, no, Monday.
This is the
Thursday.
one here. Monday. This was
Today
supposed
is
to
Monday. Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
Monday. Today is Monday, and we were supposed to continue. Oh no, to stop this
Monday.
here because we were going to continue this today. Do you remember that
Yes.
this was the last class we had last Thursday? Do you remember this? This
Yes.
grammar focus that is about the
Yes.
expressions of dimensions, how deep, how cold,
How
how
cold.
far, how hot, how high, how, how. Everything that is
Yes.
related to how big.
Okay.
And we had this, well, let's remind all of them. Let's remind by reading.
Okay.
Okay, you ask me the question and I answer. I have my answer. I answer,
Okay.
you ask me. Ask me the
Okay.
first question.
How cold is Toronto in the winter?
Remember that they don't say Toronto, they say Toronto. Toronto. Toronto.
I hate that. Okay, but how cold is Toronto in the winter?
It gets down to minus 25 degrees Celsius. It means that's minus 13 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, continue with the
Okay.
next one.
How hot is Fairbanks in the summer?
It gets up to about 20 degrees Celsius. You can say Celsius.
Celsius.
It
Okay.
that's 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Continue, please.
Degrees. How far is Toronto from Fairbanks?
It's about 4,800 kilometers. That's 3,000 miles. Wow. You
Okay.
know the distance from here to Venezuela? It's
Oh
about
yeah,
it's about that.
5,000.
It's about 5,000 kilometers from here. 5,000 kilometers in straight line. Okay.
Okay.
Now continue with the next one. How big is Seoul?
How big is Seoul?
It's 605 square kilometers. Very well, 605 square kilometers. That's 233.6 square miles.
Okay. How big is Mount Everest?
How high? How high, not how
How
big.
high? How
How
high?
high.
I'm
Remember that the
sorry.
dimension is how high,
Yes.
not how
How
big.
high is Mount Everest?
It's 8,848 meters high. That's 29,028 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
How long is the Mississippi River?
It's about 3,700 kilometers long. That's 2,300 meters. Oh, no, meters, miles.
No, miles.
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 2,300 miles. Okay.
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 How deep is the Grand Canyon?
The Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyon.
Okay.
How deep is the Grand Canyon?
It's about
Canyon.
1,828 meters
28
deep.
meters deep.
That's 6,000 feet. Okay. And we went to the page 145, but I would like you to do it so that everything is clear for the. Well, do you remember that we recorded the class, but it wasn't recorded the second part or the first? No,
yes.
the first part was not recorded. No, it wasn't recorded the second part. I
The
don't know
second
why.
part.
On Thursday. I remember now that I remember that. Okay, this is from questions with how. Questions with how.
Okay.
From page 96. Observe, you use how to describe mountains, waterfalls. For example, how high.
Yes.
You use high for mountains and waterfalls, okay? For example, how high is Mount Fuji? Mount Fuji is in Japan.
In Japan, yes.
Angel
Angel
Falls, which is in
Falls.
Venezuela. Angel
Yes.
Falls, which is in Venezuela, is 979 meters high, almost 1 kilometer, almost 1
Yes,
kilometer high.
wow,
Yeah.
too high.
Use tall to describe buildings too. For example, you can say, how tall is that in the Empire State Building? Not how
Mhm.
high. You don't use high, you say tall. Tall for buildings.
How tall?
You say high for geographical features like mountains, right?
Okay.
Or like a waterfall. But for buildings and constructions, or for the Empire State, or for the tower, Eiffel Tower, or
Okay.
Eiffel Tower, you can say how tall the
We-
Eiffel Tower, or
Okay.
the Monument of Washington Monument in Washington, D.C., how tall it is. Instead of saying how high is for mountains and for, well, I don't know why they make that difference. Well,
Okay.
but that's
But
the
it
case. You don't
is
say how high
good
is
to
Empire
know.
State Building. You say how tall is Empire State Building. Okay.
Okay.
Now you're going to complete the questions with the phrases in the box. Okay. What are the phrases in the box? These are, there is one extra
One
phrase,
extra phrase.
one extra phrase that you can add. Which one is it? Because you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. How about if you ask me the question number 1 and I answer you this one? What do you say?
Okay. How big is Alaska?
No,
No,
it's-
the number one. How deep is Lake Baikal?
It's 1,642 meters.
Meters.
That's 5,387 feet. As its deepest,
Deepest.
at its deepest point, okay?
Okay, yes.
You understand? Okay.
Yes.
Now,
It's
I'm going to ask you, or you ask me the second one, please.
I ask, how big is Alaska?
It's one
Wow.
million. Wow.
1 million.
1,717,900 square kilometers. Wow. It's
Is
really big.
big, yeah.
That's 663,600 square miles. Wow. It's very
enormous.
big.
Yes.
When you talk about kilometers, well, it's bigger. You say, but this is the same. This is square miles. This is square kilometers. Okay. But remember that 1 kilometer is equivalent, I mean, of no, you say one mile is equivalent to 1 kilometer, 1.2 kilometers. I think.
Yeah.
1.6 kilometers. So as a mile is longer than a kilometer. 1 kilometer
Mile. No.
is 1 mile.
Yes.
1 kilometer is 1.6 kilometers. One mile? Yeah. 1 mile is about 1.6. So this is the difference that you see here. 1,717,900 square kilometers. Wow. Alaska is really big, really big. Okay.
Yes.
Now ask me the other one about the Denali. What is Denali? Denali. Probably it's a mountain. I don't know
maybe.
where it is, but we'll have to search it out.
How high is Denali?
Well, it's 6,190 meters. That's 20,310 feet high.
Feet high.
Well, it has to be a
Denali,
really big mountain, but a high mountain,
Denali.
a high mountain. But I don't know where it is. If you want to know about it, we can Denali Mountain. You see, I'm gonna find it out here. I'm gonna check it out.
Yes.
Denali
Denali
Mountain.
is,
Denali Mountain is, let me
yes,
check it
Monte
out.
Denali.
It's a
It's in
mountain.
Alaska.
It's in, is it
Alaska.
in Alaska?
Sí.
The highest
Oh,
mountain
dice
or the highest
Denali o
peak
Monte
in North
McKinley.
America. In North America.
Yes, is the most high mountain in North
It's
America.
in Denali National Park, right?
Denali or McKinley Mountain.
McKinley is, which is the highest? McKinley or Denali? McKinley, is McKinley and Denali the same mountain?
It's the same. It's the
The
same.
same mountain?
Yes,
Ah,
it's the same.
it's in Alaska. But as
It's in
this
Alaska,
territory
yes.
corresponds to the United States,
America, North
it's in
America.
here-
Yes,
it's
United
in
States.
Alaska, but it's Alaska. Remember that Alaska is a territory that corresponds to the United States. Well, in North
Yes.
America. And its elevation is 6,190 meters or miles? Meters.
Meters.
Yes, not miles. And well, that's the most prominent. Well, okay.
Yes,
Now I
generally.
can see that
In
it
Alaska.
should be all the time. It must be ice, ice,
Yeah.
only
Okay.
ice, all the time. Now let's
Yes.
go back again to the book. Observe.
The
How about the other? What is it?
how tall is the Tokyo Skytree?
Sky tree? Oh God, it's
How tall is the Tokyo?
634 meters.
Wow,
That's
it's
2,080 feet tall. You're talking about
Yes.
not a mountain.
No.
It is not, no,
Le-
it is not. What is Tokyo Sky Tree? Let me check it out.
Yes.
Tokyo Sky Tree. Tokyo Sky
Sky.
Tree. Let me check it out.
Tokyo
Tokyo
Skytree.
Sky Tree.
Yes, it's a building.
It's a building. Wow, it's really, really
And
high,
it's
really
beautiful.
tall,
Yes.
really tall. Sky Tree. Here you are. I have a photograph. It's like,
Yes,
you know, I have a picture here, a photo.
it's
but
beautiful.
it looks like an Arabic. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like in Japan, but it looks like Arabic because it has like 2 miradors or something like that. 2 or 3 miradors. Yeah?
Yeah,
2 or
but
3 miradors right there.
it,
Mirador, you see? This is why is Tokyo Sky Tree famous? Let me read it. Why is it so tall? With a whooping, it's a whooping height
okay.
of 634 meters. Tokyo Sky Tree was recognized as the world's tallest tower by Guinness World Records on November 11, but it was on November 11, 2011. I mean 2011. Probably there is
Maybe
another one. Probably there is another
Yes.
one which is hot, which is taller. It took over the function of Tokyo's Central Radio Tower, a position formerly held by Tokyo Tower since 1958. Well, there is an antenna or a radio, like a station of radio over there, right? And
Yeah,
well,
but
it is called Sky Tree. Sky Tree. Okay,
It's
and
a
this is
beautiful
probably the
building.
highest tower right there in Japan. It's very big,
Yes.
very tall, really, really tall. Okay, let's go back
Okay.
to the
Book.
book. Here we are, and you have learned a little bit about Tokyo, Japan,
Tokyo and Alaska.
and about Alaska, about Denali, which is
Denali.
the highest mountain in North America.
And the Lake Baikal. Where
Lake
is
Baikal. Where is Lake Baikal?
Baikal?
Let me check it
Yes.
out. Let me check it out. How do you spell Baikal? B-A-Y.
A-O. No. E.
What is it?
B.
Can you spell
A.
it to me, please? B-A-I-K-A-L.
K-A-A-L.
K-A-L.
Baikal.
Baikal Lake is in Russia.
Russia.
Russia, yeah.
Mm.
And it's a very, very big lake. Probably
Ah.
the biggest lake in Russia, right?
And is the
It's
deepest.
frozen. It's frozen most of the time because it
The
is
deepest in the world.
the deepest in the world.
Yes. Yes.
The deepest in
The
the world.
Baikal.
Wow. And it's the coldest lake, I would say.
Yes.
Because you can see those animals like swimming. I don't know what they call what are they called in English, but in Spanish you would say morsas.
Ah, morsa.
Morsa. There is
Walrus.
a morsa.
Walrus.
What is it?
In English is walrus.
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 W-A-L-R-U-S, I think.
Walrus. Wow.
Walrus.
But they are like
Yeah,
very
too
big.
big.
Very big.
Very,
And
very big.
they swim under the lake of Baikal Lake. Huh?
Yes, yes.
I
And they
can
have
see a
big,
picture, a big nose.
big, no,
nose.
big,
And they are very fat. Very fat.
very fat and have very big teeth. No.
What?
Colmillo?
No, I don't see any teeth.
Yes, the
Probably
walrus.
they have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like big teeth.
Teeth. Yes, they
Teeth.
have a big teeth. The walrus.
A pair of big teeth like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's continue with the book. Let's continue over here. So we have learned a little bit about Baikal, which is in Russia. This one, which is in Alaska, and Denali, which is over there in North America, but in Alaska too.
In Alaska too, yes.
Which is the highest mountain, and Tokyo, which is a Tokyo Skytree, which is a structure, a tower,
Yes.
which is in Tokyo, and this is the highest Tokyo, 634 meters. Wow, it's a very tall tower. Okay, now let's continue with the book on page 96.
Okay.
Page 96, we continue talking about different dimensions of the things, okay? Remember what I told you about that many British people say, instead of saying high by the end, they say in height. Instead of saying long, they say in length by the end. Instead of saying deep, they say in depth. In depth. So they replace the words by the end, the adjectives, or what is called the nouns. The nouns. I mean, when they say, can you ask me the questions? So I'm going to answer the questions. Write the questions to these answers. The answer is, the first answer is Niagara Falls is 52 meters. That's 170 feet high. Instead of saying that, I could say Niagara Falls is 52 meters.
2 meters.
That's 170 feet
feet
in
high.
height. In
In
height.
height.
You can
in
say
height.
in height, but the spelling is H-E-I-G-H-T.
H-T.
And
Okay.
that's in height, as I told you
height.
before, in height.
Okay.
Okay, the spelling is different. Okay, but you can also say that. But this
In
is
height
almost,
or high?
oh, okay, most of Americans say high,
Length.
but British people could say in height. Okay, and if
Okay.
you go to England, you will probably listen to people saying in height, and they say in length instead of long. Okay, what is the question, Betty? What is the question? So that the answer is
how-
going to.
How high is Niagara Falls?
Well, Niagara Falls is 52 meters. I mean, 52 meters, 170
70 feet.
meters, feet high.
Feet.
So
Okay.
it's very high, but it is not
Yes.
as high as
Angel Falls.
Angel Falls, which
Yes.
is, wow, the highest waterfalls in the world. Okay, what is the question for the second one? The answer is California is about 423,970 square kilometers. That's
kilometers.
163,670 square miles. Wow.
Square.
California is a big state, probably one of the biggest states apart from Texas. Texas is probably the biggest state in
Texas,
North
the
America.
biggest,
Isn't it?
the second is California.
I would
Yeah.
say that. I'm not sure. I will have to search it out, but I don't know about geography. Okay, I know that California is really, really big.
It's
but,
big.
But Texas is bigger than California. Let's look at the map. Probably if we search in a map,
A ver.
let me stop sharing this and let me go to the map. Let me go to the map so that you can see, you see Texas in the USA. Here you are, the state. Okay, and here you can see the map of the United States here, so that you can compare which is bigger. But I think Texas is the biggest one here. You can see it here. Can you see it here? Texas is this, which is close, I mean, in the frontier with Nuevo León. Is it Nuevo León right here? Or Sonora? Which one is it? Are you there? Are you there?
Sorry, can you share the screen, please?
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna share the screen. Sorry. Okay. It's over here.
Yeah. Yes, Texas is the biggest state.
Okay. Here you are.
In the United States.
Map of the United States with Texas highlighted, highlighted here. You see, Texas is the biggest territory in the USA. Biggest. I think the second one would be
California.
Colorado?
No, I think California or Montana.
California or Montana. Or
California, Montana is next to Canada. Yes.
Next to Canada here.
Yes.
This is Montana. Well, I don't know so much about geography, but I think here is Colorado, or isn't it?
Yes.
Over here, Colorado.
Next to Texas, Mexico.
Montana, California, and Colorado.
Nevada.
And Nevada. Las Vegas is here.
Arizona.
Nevada and Arizona. Arizona is this one here.
Yes.
Nevada?
No, this is New Mexico.
New Mexico. Well, I don't know so much about geography. You know much better geography than I do. But you can see that Texas is the biggest state.
Yes, it's the biggest state.
Okay, So
Okay.
Montana would be the second, and California or Nevada are gonna be the third or the fourth. I don't know. Colorado is over here too. And Colorado is a big state too.
Colorado.
Colorado is next to California, I think. I guess.
No, Colorado is next to New Mexico.
New Mexico over
Yes.
here. I think
No,
this
the
one
next
here.
one. No,
one?
yes, yes.
This one here. Okay.
Yes.
So let's stop because I don't know the territory of Mexico, or my country, Venezuela. How am I gonna study this? Even though we studied at the university history and geography of the United States. When I was at the university, I have to learn a lot about geography. By the way,
Yes.
I have to have a presentation about Alabama. Alabama is here.
Alabama.
Alabama is a
Okay.
state which is next to Florida
Yes.
and next to Georgia. Georgia is here, here is Florida, and here is Alabama.
Alabama.
Alabama is the state. My presentation was about Alabama, but I don't remember if it was this one. I guess it's this one. This one,
Alabama.
Alabama. And here are Carolina,
North Carolina.
North Carolina, and
Yes.
South Carolina, right?
Yes.
But, well, I don't know so much about geography. Let me stop sharing this. I was just, let me share the screen again of a book. Let me share the screen again of the book. Okay, can you see the book now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, observe that Osaka, okay, can you ask me the next question? California, how big is California?
How big is California? Yes.
What is the question? How big is California? California is
Yes.
about 423,970 square kilometers.
Square kilometers.
Is really big. Now, ask me about the Nile River. I'm going to answer you because I have
How long is the Nile River?
The Nile River is 6,670 kilometers. That's 4,145 miles long, okay? Now, how about Osaka, the capital of, is that city in Tokyo? Oh no, the distance. What is about the distance? We are talking about the distance. If you want to go from Osaka to Tokyo, you have to drive your car for 400 kilometers. So what is the question in this case? What is the question? The distance. You know the distance? What do you say? How?
How is the distance between Osaka?
No. Observe this. This is the one that you're gonna use.
How long?
No, this one here.
How
the first
far?
One. How far? Can you repeat the question?
How far is Osaka from Tokyo?
Osaka is about 400 kilometers from Tokyo. That's 250 miles from Tokyo, away. The distance between Osaka and Tokyo is 400 kilometers. My goodness, 400 kilometers. It's like going from Caracas to Maracaibo.
Or
from Guadalajara to Mexico City. Huh? It's about like that. From Guadalajara to Mexico City. It's about the distance.
100 kilometers. Yes.
400 kilometers. 250 miles away from Tokyo. Yeah. If you want to go to Mexico, driving your car, you have been to Mexico, haven't you?
Yes.
You take about 5 hours, right? By car.
Yes.
About approximately 5 hours. If you drive 100 kilometers per hour as your speed, okay, you will be, well, with the stops, it's about 450 kilometers away from here, right? Guadalajara, I mean, the distance, how far it is from Guadalajara to Mexico, you gotta drive about 450 kilometers. I'm not sure. Probably they are more than that. Okay,
No, it's
it's okay.
approximately.
Approximately. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you say about Mexico City and what are you talking about here?
What?
What are you talking about here?
About
Temperature.
yeah,
What
yeah.
is the question for the temperature?
How hot is Mexico City in the summer?
Okay, in the summer, Mexico City gets up to about 28 degrees Celsius. That's 82 degrees Fahrenheit in the
Degrees
summer.
Fahrenheit.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
and another question.
88.
I'm going to ask you how cold it is. You told me about the mountain, which is in, I
Where?
don't know, where is it? You told me about a mountain, which is the highest mountain here in Mexico.
The Popocatépetl. No,
Popocatépetl.
the Pico de Orizaba.
Arizaba. Okay, how high? Do you know how high is Pico de Orizaba? Is Orizaba Peak? How high it is?
Let me check. Pico de Orizaba.
And is there snow on Pico Orizaba? Is there snow?
Pico. Yes. And the high
How high is it?
is the Pico de Orizaba is 5,636 meters.
Orizaba is with a Z?
Orizaba.
Oh,
Orizaba.
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 With a Z, Orizaba, with a
Sí.
B.
Or with C.
It's in Veracruz, isn't it? Is it in
Yes.
Veracruz?
Yes.
It's in Veracruz, but I suppose that Veracruz was.
Yes, it's the name is Pico de Orizaba or Citlaltépetl.
Oh, es
Citlaltépetl.
Tlicatepetl.
Citlaltépetl.
My goodness. Let me check it out. Let me check it out. Okay, Orizaba is here.
Is
Orizaba.
5,636 meters high.
Oh, okay, Orizaba is in Veracruz. Orizaba Peak.
Yes.
Orizaba Peak. Let me check it out. It's 506. It's a volcano.
Yes, it's a volcano.
Okay,
Yes.
volcanic. Okay, it rises.
I thought 4,000 and
But I have according to this is 5,636 in Wikipedia.
Yeah.
5,636.
Yes.
And well, how cold is it? How cold is it? How cold is it? Do you know how cold is it there? Let me check it out. How cold? Let me write it here.
Is
How
-6 degrees
is it in
Celsius.
or on? You say on Orizaba Peak? Huh? Or what is the lowest temperature?
Yes.
No, we have to check it in December. No, is it in December? Probably is the coldest. Huh?
Always has this is
In December and January. How cold is it? Okay, 2 let's say. You see. Oh, no, it's not so cold in December. No, it's, what is it? But the temperature, I know, because the temperature is given here in Fahrenheit. Let me check it out in Spanish, because if I say in English, it always includes Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Como sería la pregunta, ¿qué tan frío es? ¿Qué tan frío es
-6 degrees
el
Celsius.
pico de Orizaba? Orizaba, what is the coldest? What is the
Ah.
coldest?
The coldest.
Veracruz. Okay, -3. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
-3 is the lowest temperature, between -3 and 18 degrees Celsius. The hottest would be 18 degrees Celsius.
18.
And the coldest would be -3. ¿Ya sí?
Yeah.
-3 sería la temperatura
Menos.
más baja. Pero en promedio soy de 12 a 18. De 12 a 18. En promedio anual. Aquí, bueno, van variando. Van variando según el periodo del año.
-3.
Okay? So, it's Orizaba. Is that the highest peak in Mexico?
Yes.
The highest.
The highest.
So, I am
Nocitlaltépetl.
I'm Popocatépetl. Popocatépetl.
But it's called the Popo.
Popocatépetl is next to Mexico City, isn't it?
Yes, it's next to.
Isn't that the place where the pyramids are? The pyramids?
No.
No.
The pyramids are in Teotihuacan.
Teotihuacan. Okay. Teotihuacan. Well, we have learned a lot of geography and a lot of
Yes.
temperatures. Now, think of 5 questions. Ya hemos hecho demasiado, más de 5. With how about places in your country? Okay, you can ask me about Angel Falls because I know, but it's okay. I don't know how long Orinoco River is. I don't know, but it should be.
How big
more
is
than
Margarita Island?
Well, Margarita Island, if you go from east to west, to west, you would drive Margarita Island totally in about 2 or 3 hours. It's not so big. In 2 or 3 hours. So my calculation is about from 2 to 300 kilometers from one coast to the northern
It's a
eastern
small
coast.
island.
Did you get it?
I think it's
Okay.
small.
You can find it in Google Maps if you want. Okay, let me
Yes.
search it in
Margarita
Google Maps.
Island.
Okay, Margarita Island. Margarita Island. Okay. Vamos a escribirlo aquí. How big?
It's beautiful.
How big is Margarita Island? Okay, 1,020
Beaches.
square kilometers. Margarita Island is 1,000